Okay, guys. Hey, Donna. Good morning. Doing good, thank you. Hope you're doing good. Trying to figure out. Jennifer, you calling in? I hope your appointment went well. I'm alone today here, so like I'm happy when I hear your guys' voices. Trying to think what it see what I want to speak on. Hey, Gons. Oh, good, sir. I heard Gonz's voice up there. Oh, number 7, guys. Paragraph 1. Hey, Rika. Oh, good, Rika. It's like I know that voice. Look at number 7. That they don't because the city's going to be doing the tree removal. They don't need to certify that the street and sidewalk repair wait, will be completed by skilled and trained workforce. See, that's what we need. They need to do that paragraph for all the stuff that they're doing with sidewalk repair. No, I heard her. Wasn't that Rika's voice that just called? Not in the chat, but somebody just called in. It sounded like Rika. Could be wrong. Yeah, I thought so. Right? That was her, right? And Laura's said she's going to be calling in. Commissioner Grant's right. It's like he comes in behind me. He's like, um, Sandra, they're not doing public comment today, right? I'm like, you can't trick me with that one, Commissioner Grant. I know the laws. They have no choice except if it's a special meeting, and it's not. I think there's a special meeting though second to this one. Hey, Adira, I'm so glad you're back. So he's a tease. He's funny. I really like Commissioner Grant. I'm glad you took it in stride. It's so funny. But I know, me too. I know that was like surprising. I just held out. It's like I see a hand raised, and then the lawyer had to say, "Yeah, no, they because they can't say we had to speak on that in the first meeting because um the second meeting wasn't called yet, so they have to call it second." So the lawyer did the right verdict on that. I know. Miriam got you out. It's so easy because it's like Like, it's true, even just the heat of your hand, sometimes if you're holding your phone a certain way, I think, okay, so the attorney is Miss Choi today. Oh, that's funny, dear. Think Miss Choi, alright, sometimes she likes to call us off topic. We'll see. They've gotten way better. It used to be brutal, and I kinda like it. I like the fun of it. I like to fight it, you know? Hey, Miriam. Here we go. Yep. Commissioner Grant joking around saying there's no public comment today. He's funny. I like that he's here. Like he has a good sense of humor. It's like, oh, that was so funny, Gonza. It's true. The first thing he mentioned, time period. So funny.
Uh, sorry. I guess I would like to give a general public comment.
Hey, Miriam. I don't even know what I want to talk about. I'm just going to keep sticking with these permits, and I want them punished, cited for Easter. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, general public comment, the minutes and all items, please. Okay, thank you.
Commissioner Mitchell. Why is she over there? Oh, I guess because he's TJ's in her seat. Good idea. Now, I don't know if they're asking, but if they're asking for a permit or if they're going to do that on, but they need to do that one on their property. No permit. Hey, I guess. Yep, there is. I'd rather do that. Like, I didn't see Peter. Where's Peter? Miss Joy's cleaning her computer, getting the dust out. Aw, I like being a little dumpling. That's cute. Hi, Presum, Presumadol. Hello. Oh, there you are, Peter. I see you now. And good morning. And President Kang is here. And no, we don't. And it's just like, it's just, I don't know. We want them to go into those buildings and deal with it. Like, you can't antagonize the system too much, in my opinion. That's just my humble opinion. I think it's best to, we want to get them to hear us. And it's hard to do that if they absolutely hate you. Now, they're probably sick of us here, but but they know what to do if they want to get rid of us. Hey, Rain. Right? Yeah. Well, at least they do have quorum. Looks like some executives here. Oh, yeah. Miriam's a great protester. Exactly. Oh, I didn't realize that Rain is Rika. Did he change your name? I'm so to Rika. Yeah, exactly. There's no need. And that's like, I don't want that energy brought here. We had enough of it. I hate that kind of protesting. I know. I'm so glad Rika called. Thank you for calling in, Rika. Hope they don't have like a presentation. I don't think so. Hey, Tacoma, cowbell. Awesome. Okay, now I know. Happy to have you here. We can. Hi. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I'm glad you're. I'm sorry that your client is in a hospital. I hope they recover quickly, but I'm glad you're here.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the meeting of the Board of Public Works for Wednesday, April 15th, 2026. Mr. Reyes, please be blown in the badge.
And that's the president, I'm sorry, President Hay. Vice President Chavez is, I'm gonna move absence to you. President Pro Tem Rand. And we are to request introduce to join the kinds of ways facilitating.
Thank you very much. We will get started with general public comment, which is an opportunity for the public to address the board and public interest items. It will be provided up to 1 minute per person, up to a cumulative total of 10 minutes for the general public comment segment of each regular meeting. Testimony shall be limited to content subject matters which are within the jurisdiction of the Board of Public Works. The board may not take any action on any matters discussed during the public comment period. We will start with our in-person speaker on the left.
Sorry. Don't want to run anyone over. It's a toe crusher. Good morning, everyone. Um, I have a question. When will there be accountability? Okay, Adina Hopenstand, who I have a lot of respect for from the city attorney's office, this told Jennifer Crosscroft from Scientology that they cannot close the sidewalks during their permits. Yet they still continue to do cop shop and find a way to overrule your permits and the rules and the laws because it's what they want. I've shown this over and over again. I can show you more footage. Can you please do something since they continue to break it, to not look the other way and actually have consequences for them? I also am asking you to really coordinate with LAPD because they are confused. The page one says one thing and then page two, gives supplemental information. But I have had numerous officers tell me it's very confusing. So there is not continuous same enforcement. And since you don't send people there to evaluate, it really needs to be clear. Please, thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's transition to our virtual platform, rest the general.
We will begin. Good morning, board members. Today I'm calling to ask that we stop giving permits to the Church of Scientology so they can stop using public property to hold recruitment events disguised as neighborhood get-togethers. The last event, the Easter Day celebration, was promoted as a fun event for the whole family, but it was in reality a recruitment event to introduce young children to those public philosophies. Scientology's members have dwindling and they are desperate to get fresh parties into the buildings. They have enough property to hold their events on without causing problems for the neighborhood. I also asked again for you to change the name of Eldon Everglades back to North Surrender Street. Thank you.
Great job, Jennifer. Thank you.
Thank you. Next we have Luca, PDX. Good morning, board. I'm speaking today as a disability rights advocate and a cult survivor ally. I saw that on Easter, the cult of Scientology, which has greatly damaged several of my friends, had the sidewalks blocked with large blockades. I looked up the permit and the streets were approved to be closed, but not the sidewalks. This is a violation that Scientology repeats over and over again. I urge you to consider denying them street closures for events on streets built by child slaves, because they continue to violate the ADA. I watch these meetings from work almost every week, and I see cult survivors and their allies pouring their hearts out to all of you with no reactions. Why are you okay allowing the cult to violate permits, not comply with the ADA, and have a street named after their cult leader? Wake up, listen, and do something. Thank you.
Great job, Rika. Thank you.
Thank you. Next we have Sandra.
Great job.
Sandra. Good morning, President and full member. Please revoke Scientology's art part of Othello in public way. It's the starting point to get the street reading referendum. These are discretionary. If the controversy exists, for example, it can be a reason for revoking the permit. I think the FBI rated the discovery of Operation Snow White, the largest infiltration by Scientology on the United States government in history, with 11 people going to jail for this, including Ronald White, would be to me a very viable, controversial reason for revoking this permit. Besides the child feelings, physical and mental abuse, as well as the open court cases against Scientology defensively in the Los Angeles court system for human trafficking, child abuse, and forced labor. Thank you.
Great job, Agus.
Maybe next we have Gigi. Gigi, go ahead.
Right, Gigi.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so first I want to start off by saying that before you start public comment, you mentioned that the board cannot take any action on what's mentioned during public comment. And I want to clarify, and I think that the attorney can verify this to you guys. You are not allowed to take any action right now as we are doing public comment. But you aren't allowed to take action about what we say. You know, after the meeting, you're allowed to do something to, you know, address the concerns that we brought up. So I don't want you to forget that. I don't want you guys to be misinformed, you know, think that you can't do anything because you can do something. Also, I want to know why did they have barricades at the Easter event that said public works on it, saying that it was a private event? Didn't they get the permit saying it was a public event? Wasn't it on Eventbrite? Doesn't that make it public? So why are they shifting between public and private? And why are they trying to find all these little loopholes here and there? Everything that you guys put down in the permit. Why are you guys looking into that?
That's time.
Great job, Coach. Thank you.
And next we have Merchant. Merchant, go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, great. You did not have me. I want to echo what everyone else was saying before, especially regarding the coordination between public works and LAPE and not having them override the restrictions that are made and decided on and given the permits, especially when it's given to public Scientology. In my opinion, it should not be given any permits at this point. As Gigi just mentioned to you, it was supposed to be an open event to the whole population. And they are very selective on who's allowed to attend these events, as well as go through the sidewalk, not letting people who are physically disabled to be going from one end of the sidewalk to the other. So please look into this matter. We are going to be repeating this until you do something about it. Have a nice day.
Great job.
Thank you. Next we have Laura.
Good morning, board. I absolutely want to echo what everybody was just saying. I want to echo what Audit LA there in person was just saying about revoking Scientology permits, about not giving them any access whatsoever to the permits from Public Works, as they only use them to recruit people into the cult of Scientology. They abuse their members on a daily basis. They have daily elderly abuse, daily child abuse, and daily hypnotic abuse. With auditing, Scientology uses the word auditing to infiltrate, to get people to think that they're actually figuring out and auditing and like breaking down somebody's quote case to help them. They are using this to hypnotize people into the cult, and they don't understand what they're doing anymore. They don't understand their hypnosis is brainwashing and that they're repeating a cycle that they can't unmute because they're in a hypnotic state, and that happens with auditing. They're now using auditing to audit children and getting people as their number one identity rights children. Taking the call.
That's all I have in the comment.
Thank you very much. With that, we will close general public comment portion of today's meeting and move forward with multiple agenda items public comment. Board will provide an opportunity for members of the public wishing to speak on more than one agenda item during multiple agenda item comment period for up to four items, up to a total of 3 minutes per meeting. This is the only time to speak on more than one agenda item. Please identify the items that you will speak on when you are called. We'll start with audit.
Hello again. It's a hot mic today. Okay, I'm gonna start with number 7. Okay, the first paragraph where it talks about how like you don't need to find out whether they're skilled and trained workforce because the city's gonna do it. We've come like so many times saying that like, I like that. I like to know that that's actually in there, that that's part of their process, because we have kept coming and telling you about how unskilled labor, slave labor, people making $47 a week for over 100 hours of work a week are doing public works projects. They are trying to fix their sidewalk because it's unpassable. I cannot pass it in my chair. And they are also maintaining L. Ron Hubbard because they have the R permit. And but so I wonder, like, I want to know whether or not that paragraph applies to them. Because the city should be taking care of L. Ron Hubbard Way. Like, I don't think any R permit should relinquish, I mean, be given to people if they don't have the skilled proper labor. And I've seen very, very elderly men working on that street. They hand polish the street. They, I've seen them vacuum the street. This is all not proper, and this is on our city street. And it's not vacated. This is a city street. I want to talk about the sidewalks. I like with the bids, like the sidewalk budget is so low. The sidewalks are a hot mess, and we have the Paralympics coming. I see a massive amount of money going for other, even like say a soccer field. And I'm not against soccer fields, but why can't we get outside money to help support and pay for this stuff? Like I'm a real big proponent of, getting, like if the World Cup's coming or, FIFA, whatever it is, I don't know all the stuff, but if they're coming, why can't those associations help build this stuff and build this infrastructure since we're in such a budget deficit and we desperately need money for the sidewalks? I would like to mention minutes again, like I do volunteer to help you with the minutes. It's just that everyone should be heard. It's not just us that call in. There's other people that call in with very legitimate concerns, and it becomes a historical record because basically like it does, it becomes a story of what was interesting, what the public wanted to talk about. I also want to talk about the neighborhood councils that I don't feel there's enough reaching out. I do. I push to people, the different several of them, like to come to public works, get to understand it and know it. And I don't think they do. And it's sad that we're not getting the input from, the neighborhood councils, because all these, every district, this affects everyone. And I'm not blaming you guys. I mean, they have a responsibility too to look into what their government's about. But all right, thank you.
Let's transition to our virtual platform.
Yeah.
Lena
Okay.
Sender.
Hey, Sandra. Thanks, guys. Yeah, they're listening. They're good.
I'm not seeing her. One.
Yeah.
Okay. Sandra, go ahead.
Thank you. Are you enjoying your first time? I just want to go on about I see you've got the city cleanup come up. And I just want to convey, my concerns in regards to city cleanups. When it comes to community events and when you guys organize things for park cleanups, lake cleanups, local participation in cleanups that do not include any of the front groups of Scientology. They use these events as a PR stunt. It's not to help the community. And probably if you pay attention, Scientology does not help, you know, the disabled, the homeless, the starving, anything like that. They only help themselves. Their whole mantra is Scientology only makes the able more able. So they come into your beautifully organized community events, pretend they are doing something to help, take some photographs, stick them on their websites, and make it look like they're actually involved. Then you take that and you go to things like your local Rotary Club, your local neighborhood communities and stuff like that and show, look, we help Los Angeles Board of Public Works and the city of LA ran this thing, this cleanup. We were there. But yet they have no participation at all. They use it as PR and recruitment and to try and make themselves look good in the eyes of the other entities that they are trying to infiltrate. So I beg of you, look at the list that was provided to you by Audit and Lara and make sure that when you're doing community cleanup events, you're not including any Scientology vendors. Thank you, and I will back next time.
Great job, Agus.
Thank you. Next we have Laura FM.
Hi, good morning. I also want to echo what the last person who just spoke about the cleanups. I want to talk about the cleanups because it's actually a huge recruitment tactic that Scientology uses when they go to the different cities and they'll go in and see what neighborhoods are doing what cleanups, and then they'll bring their little way to happiness booklet and their volunteer minister stuff, and they pretend that they're there to help to save, the neighborhood and clean up, when their only intention in this cleanup is to promote and recruit people into Scientology. Scientology makes human trafficking abusive, manipulative calls. And you guys keep giving them these permits. And I've seen the reduction, which is amazing. But the other thing is that please make sure when you have cleanup that there are no of the structures that we just talked about in the book, in the little pamphlets that we made as a community for the city to be aware of Scientology safe pointing. Part of that safe pointing is them being connected to the cleanup crews. Part of that is them getting on the neighborhood council board meetings. Part of that is infiltrating whatever the city needs. Whatever public works is looking for, whatever, they will donate money in a secret front group so that you don't know that it's coming from Scientology, so that later they use that to infiltrate and blackmail and persuade the city to do what Scientology wants. That's supporting a gang organization. So please, when you do the cleanup, please make sure Scientology isn't infiltrating in any way whatsoever. Imagine the city putting all this work to get the neighborhood and actually cleaned up, and you guys are being infiltrated by volunteer ministers or ABLE or CCHR or any of these manipulated Scientology structures that never want to use the front name Scientology, the little dianetics or volunteer ministers, things like that. We took our time to do those samples, so please make sure that none of the agenda items have anything to do with Scientology's infiltration or their quote help, because they're not helping, they're infiltrating, and they're making it harder and harder for public works to actually do their job instead of helping the community. So please do that. And then again on the minutes, I'm gonna repeat this as many minutes as I can for the rest of my life until this actually happens. You guys, when people are calling in asking for you to revoke Scientology permit or to at least
bring it up to the board. I say that you can't talk about agenda items, bring it up to the board. We literally ask for the revocable permit to be brought up to the board, put it on the minutes. Make it known that there are multiple thousands of people in the city that want that revocable permit brought up so that it can go back to the board for Rendo Street, not L 100 way. So please show that, reflect that on the minutes. Audit LA has already offered to help so many times with the minutes. Let her help you. Let it be a legal issue so that you guys are $200.
I've said there are multiple items. President King, I do want to say we received 43 comments on the Google form, on item 7.
Thank you very much. With that, we will close multiple item public comment portion of today's meeting and move forward with the approval of minutes for Monday, April 6th,
Great job, everyone. I'm proud of everyone. I'm gonna try to get, hopefully, have a good one. Hopefully, I can still get in on what get in on city council. Oh, thank you guys. You did great, everyone. I love it. Um, I'm glad that Virginia Choi, because it's a good point. She's tuned out, but that's good because then she's not, it's about being on topic and all that stuff. So that's good. Oh, here's the CAO. Hope they're not brutalizing them too much today.
This is for the city council.
For the second meeting. Aye. We missed it yesterday. I hope we didn't miss it today. But Public Works is more important because these guys really don't listen. Yep, thanks. Public Works, they're trying. They hear it when I think of it, this board, since their first day on the board, every single time they show up, they hear about Scientology. So they could probably repeat all of everything we're saying in their sleep. But well, then, you should get rid of us very easily, Oh, sure. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
College. By, I know, some friends that don't have.
Hi.
So now they'll be able to go for a party to work. And this has been transformative for me and my coworkers as they get ready to host the World Cup and soon for the Olympics.
What if they called me in?
Strong, because Delta and United Airlines have been now a lot of women to roll back our wages and healthcare and are trying to thinking of sure. This is very stable and cynical.
So they didn't call. Yeah.
The business tax. This is about making our corporations trying to get our regulations out of our pocket. Wages and pay for a bank and corporation.
Before the next meeting begins, I'll call up with 2 more names. Delia, Andrew Gravener, Rooney Lopez, and Jessica Duran.
Hope I get.
Go ahead. My name is Eric Benford, and I'm the ice and students. I have to go over to the director and I.
Well, welcome to Rico. You did great. First time, no jitters, no nerves. Awesome.
Somebody that started. It's so loud in there. Somebody finally said, but I'm gonna ask you to clarify, the month. The entity considered, quote, federal immigration and enforcement actions to only execute the moment when ICE takes them off. The only she said yesterday that the NBC is immigration is related, but not immigration enforcement. So therefore, again, do you think the time if they assist what I said there? I can go on lots of pretty close to and we see yourselves in the thoughts to take control of our police. Do it. You should want to be the kind of progressive to protect you all.
Yeah, there it is. Pay attention, Margaret.
Next speaker. Oh, good one. Which item would you like to? One minute, before you can, you feel free to adjust the microphone.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Go ahead, yes, hold it.
And according to the last statute, city council. I would like to on the residents, about putting no.
Hold on, girls, I'll be right back. I have to send something to my phone. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Can you guys hear me okay? Great, great.
Yes, this is a high story going from.
Is that better for the sound? Is that better? Is that better? That's weird.
Morning, my name is Don. Here about that.
That's so weird. I'm gonna get out and come back in.
We'll get to, the dog.
Okay, what about now? The sound is bouncing.
Making sure that we know our rights and so that we can guarantee.
Sure.
Knowing the laws that are in place to protect. So please pass this law without fear of delay. Thank you. Before the next speaker begins, I'd like to call up a few more names. Ariel Moore, Claudette, Robert Izuzaki, Ronnie Lopez, and Haley Fernandez. Good morning. What would you like to speak to? All items in general. Okay, so you're 2 minutes for the item and 1 minute for demo. Please begin with the item. Perfect.
The item 18 relates to the revenue forecast for the board.
Could be.
Year next year. So, I don't want to help generate a little bit of that to the.
But you heard the other meeting, right? Nothing's changed.
It's in order to do that, you might need to say return the sidewalks, fire, gym technology, parkability, things like that. That will all bring in more revenue, so even if there's no revenue from all the different, well, you're getting money dropping out on that. And you can put that towards the other sites. Instead of for police stations and collaboration with ICE.
Can you hear me though? Here, I don't know what to say. It's no different. Like nothing's different. Except for this room.
Big grasp from DHS right now, or at least you should be scrutinizing these a little bit more because,
It could be the
you know, it should be such big grants for police anyway, so, you know, my DHS is right now with fashion stuff with ICE, with all that stuff. So that's sort of a very interesting story to be getting money from right now, PG holds too. And again, we should be setting grants for police in general. We should be putting in money for the police. That's part of why we're calling
it's weird.
is because people overfunded and they're killing people, harming people. You know, everyone probably did not supposed years ago. For some reason, that's never happened from them.
Hopefully I could just get in and out.
How about actually penalizing the landlord?
Turning the camera.
With their their apartment is completely below even remotely acceptable standards. But, you know. Always.
Did it help to turn the phone around?
Okay, with any attention, what's going to do on public comment? Maybe the H2L social conversation program. Yeah, I'm not gonna do all. Her name is not Ron Lee. Always checking with each other and paying attention to what are you for? I'm just laughing up with each other repeated. So, where are we against statements from any of you on the anti-stress discrimination at the election?
We don't want people to get the
Did it help that way? Oh, okay.
on city taxpayer resources. That's all going to submit. And I'm going to, this is a rise to that. And tell people say anything about it, pay attention, please. You won't even stop your side conversation for 2 seconds to listen to the public. When are we going to condemn the anti-trans discrimination of the electors? Carefully let this fire Jim McDonald be the other people.
That help. Okay. I turned it.
You're one minute for item 17 and 1 minute for general. Go ahead.
Good morning, my name is Jessica Durham. I'm the quality director for Lane. I'm going to speak on item 17, and I don't need to tell you how devastating the tourism industry's measure to retail and residency tax would be, or that the definitely city budget and kept the city services they all depend on. You all know that. First, I'd like to make a few points to highlight how critical this measure is, and also how it's founded in. First, this measure is backed by airline and some public interests, with major funding from Delta and United. As airlines, they are exempt from the gross receipts tax. So it's especially typical that they're funding a measure to repeal the tax they don't even pay. This is not still any notice to explore council into investing and healthcare for tourism plans. Last summer, the same interest backing this measure, millions of sales attempts. They fail because the interlinking of the workers. If this goes to the ballot, we know they will again. If these govern any job as to the popularity of giving corporations with hazard taxes, and I'm going to say taxpayer, I know we all want to pay taxes, and this will be the scale of effective way to funding the fire department. The polling tells us that this measure does not stand a chance. The LA County Federation of Labor conducted a poll earlier this year, but 70% of likely voters opposed repealing the emergency tax, with only a mere 22% in support. Again, 70% opposed and 22% in support. So it's either shameful and reckless, but it's wildly unpopular and a double step. And we will fight to make sure that it does. So stay strong and do not yield to coercive pressure from billionaire companies taking approach from rich their profits at the cost of their workers, hard-earned wages, and healthcare. Thank you.
Is that better, guys, when it's like under?
You know, 1 minute, yeah. Okay, great. Good morning, my name is Ron. You're not on behalf of the Randy. Our office would like to stand and consider Councilmember Hart, the Elgin Authority for its consideration of our responsive regulation Senate Bill 1352, offered by Senator Valdez. We believe that this legislation is a necessary step towards aligning standards and best practices with the expedited permit for the office implemented in connection with January 2025 wildfires. Examining with your own, I would be covering others or you review this important legislation.
I don't think I'll be soon. I don't know what's going on.
You like to speak to?
It's kind of hard to hear anyway.
You have 1 minute, go ahead.
Hello. I'm a master's student at the city. Homelessness and convenience is a top line Union, which are considered marginalized this threat to the families and children living in these areas. Many students are being exposed to encampments and makeshift shelters in their neighborhoods as part of their school, which can impact the safety and well-being. It also creates public health hazards, limited access to sanitation and hygiene resources that have people individuals experiencing homelessness and the surrounding community. I urge the city to respond to their outreach and also the city's affordable housing and community-based support programs to better support this community. Thank you.
All right, before I next speaker, if you could just give me 90 seconds, our next speaker, I wanna hold.
It's hard for me to even hear them, so I don't know. The thing is just, and there's a lot of different sound. Sorry, guys, hopefully I'll just speak and then get out of here.
This morning, they are as part of their Leadership Academy, which is an annual program that runs for 6 months. Our local businesses partner up with the chamber and learn about economic development opportunities, especially how to engage with local government. And it's just been an incredible honor to be a partner with you all over the last several years with Singapore shoulder to shoulder to kickstart economic recovery from the pandemic. In and around LAX and our coastal communities, we are working incredibly hard together to get ready for FIFA activations this summer and the Olympics in 2028. You all just do an incredible job representing our West Side business community. Wanted to take the witness and thank you, Kristen, and I don't see any family if you're here in the background giving away their tickets. The two of you for organizing these programs for us. And a lot of hard work into running and organizing the Leadership Academy. And Dr. Kevin Walsh of Global Community Enrichment, thank you so much for, we'll see you back in a bit. Just want to say thank you so much for your work facilitating the Leadership Academy. They have an agenda here in City Hall today. Looking forward to spending some time with myself after lunch. Welcome to City Hall.
Thank you all so much. Thank you, Councilmember Park. Thank you all for being here. Give them a big round of applause for their service. And I want to.
Yeah, that was Parks.
Public comment speaker. Good morning. What would you like to speak to? Okay, so 1 minute. Yeah, go ahead.
Where we saw we represent over 18,000 members across every industry, including our essential public service workers and city policy experts. And I'm here today in opposition to the sustainable and local business community to repeal Los Angeles service. Basically, a way in $7.1 was permanently crippled the production of crop. At a time when the city is providing finances, thanks to the leadership of Mayor Banks, Legislature Secretary Swansky, and Elected Council, it will put immediate residents who don't food services happen. When those folks to their time, it's not even themselves, it's within the community. Needless to say, it's the that Russia is any meeting policy, and the business community should be ashamed of itself. The good news is it's only 40 or 70%, and we're committed to making sure the family treated in November.
It's hard even for me to hear, kind of.
I'll call up a few more names. Stacy Sierra Bollinger.
Yeah, she was better, but they're not doing anything for the people. Oh, good.
That's my intent. Good morning. What would you like to speak to?
For a general public comment.
Let's do 1 minute. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm here on behalf of, I live in Alphaville, zip code 90032. With the project that has just previously been spoken of, the project on the corner of Porto and Huntington Drive. I lived there all my life. I raised my family, and I'm very disgusted on what's going on that corner. We have made several attempts to reach our councilwoman. We're at 59 plus days trying to get in touch with her, set up a meeting, set up something to discuss this project. We were overlooked, not discussed with any of us or anybody in the community. And I'm here to request that you listen to us. We tried to reach you by phone, by email, and we just don't get a response from you at all. So please make that effort and get a hold of us. Thank you.
The Palomar sound stinks.
Good morning. What would you like to speak to? Jenna Potman. Thanks for your comment. Good morning, Council President. Good morning, Council Members, Councilwoman. My name is Ezekiel Vera. I'm a resident and small business owner of El Trino. I'm here to speak also about the project, in Portola. As we want to say, the city of the community developer, you know, has opened its heart to many projects, and I could, name a few that we have. Currently, we have opened our student community OT project in Algerino, providing 120 beds. The whole center has apartments added 85 affordable units for veterans and low-income residents. Next to the Happy Valley Life Family Health and 7 units, next to the Sienna 57 units. To the Sienna 117 units, will also support projects at 35 units. The Green Store Apartment 98 units, numerous additional projects, including the 90 clinic with 89 beds and the park base at 8 m. We'd like to request a meeting with council member Furado so that we can bring special speaker. Your time has expired. Next speaker. But this is just. Good morning. What would you like to speak to? General, I don't understand. Okay, sure. What is the item?
I don't know what's going on with it. Their sound is wonky.
I've been working at LAX for cash a few, 3 years. Making a living at LAX is difficult, for the client. But each of them wants to rent. This July, we just go up because of the living wage of what's going to help me for my rent and all my medication that I buy once a month. I'm also here to remind you, stay strong. Delta United Airlines has spent millions to try and roll back all the
There's
like measure to reveal the impact. This is shameful. Delta United is not even this attack. This is about hedging dollars for corporations trying to make a hard earned wage out of our pockets. We need to stand with workers and not cave into corporate pressures, even if their measure has to go to the ballot. We know you're losing proposition. Angelinos stood with us against the failed referendum that these state corporations funded last summer. We know they was down with us again, and together we will defeat this at goal. Thank you. Before the next week begins, I'll tell us a few more names. Felipe Clark, Reverend Dr. Kurt Conley, and Maria Romero. Good morning. What would you like to speak to?
First, I'm just saying, otherwise, I'm sitting down on public people. Item 17, I just like to echo what we already heard so far in neighbors. It's pretty evident by how many percent by business entities and corporations to avoid taxes. It's almost like they have the resources to pay workers a living wage, but
I don't see it.
class was constantly barely scraping to get by because that means we expect for working.
Where comes?
And if they were actually to put those resources that they put into lobbying and busting unions, into just paying their workers and having sustainable businesses, we would always so desperate and hungry and willing to put up with their bullshit. Item 40 is regarding tax assessments for reconstruction of homes damaged
Fire rep on one of their.
from last year. So the city's basically saying, they get an extra 10%, so they can rebuild to 100% of the original size, and it would still be considered substantially equivalent, meaning their taxes wouldn't increase. I guess it's fair. It's just not lost on me that most of the homes that were lost, particularly in the Palisades, not necessarily in the Eaton fires, but certainly in the Palisades, were like multi-million dollar homes for rich folks. The West Side of my home is being reassured that the people in the moving forward into the future, we're going to have to adjust our expectations of square footage. Meaning poor people are gonna have to deal with tiny shitty apartments, but that's never how we treat rich folks. It's meant to be right there. I can do this recorded. Yeah.
I know the sound's bad in this room.
next agenda, for those who don't know, REAP, REAP stands for Rent Escrow Account Program. What that means is that when a landlord is found to be in violation of, the standards that are set for tenants, so far as what's considered livable in a rental unit, the tenant doesn't just, they just have to put their money into an account that the landlord can't touch until they've met the abatement, which I feel like, considering how many REIT motions we see on a regular basis, it's not a very good deterrent. And so typically, if I don't do my job, I don't get paid. It's not that my boss has to put money in a secret account that I can't touch, and then I eventually do my job and then get a paycheck. That's not how it works for the working class. But for the holding class, for the rich class that has to use serve, they're never gonna lose. You always want to give them money. If they're rolling, it's not like a fair. So say that she was just that she doesn't care. That the people she has to. She lies about the things she says that she wants to do. She only has to give up these souls. And there's some that they keep something well and over again. She's so soul. And she's done it down her knee. Take a look around. She's touch without a soul. And city would be better if she wanted to your hand. She's out of the touch. But the rest is should have break this time around.
I love it when she sings. Yeah, love the song. As always.
One year's report, the items we all know, we need to expand the past, in new ways, so we move your sport. Young people are already advocates, and we for this, give us some support and moving forward with our life. And right now, I'm willing to pass that forward. I'm doing it for the young generation, for a better future for them, and we're looking forward to this with dignity, feeling good about them, living for my first and our community in mind, for that container, for the future, for our from.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Good morning, what would you like to speak to? General public comment? Yes, you have 1 minute, go ahead.
Hi, my name is Ryan Daniels. I want to thank Councilmember Isabel Dorado for her resolution affirming the support for gender affirming healthcare. I also want to thank Councilmember Eunice Hernandez and Councilmember Heather Hutt for their protection and support of all communities. Gender affirming healthcare is essential, evidence-based care that supports an individual's mental health and ability to live authentically and thrive. I personally have seen 2 Black gender non-conforming and trans friends passed by suicide this year. I have lived their names, Pepper Williams and Erica Mosley. The proposed federal actions introduced by Robert F. Kennedy Jr. to restrict Medicaid coverage for this care are not medically sound and cause further deterioration to our already created federal public health protections. They would override doctors' expertise, disregard parents' decisions, and place vulnerable youth at serious risk harm. Draconian attack on autonomous care. The resolution I'm North Dorado is today, listen. Dedication.
Time has expired. Thank you, next person.
Dang, hopefully.
Good morning, what would you like to speak to?
General comment.
Your 1 minute, go ahead.
No, you're good.
I think it's on the on the 2 minutes. We're like, it's the same, exactly. And sort of engagement for change in the translating of coalition. And it is resolution to the public also necessary. On the period, as well as splashing their house, other abstract things actually very dangerous at this. We also
all the things us as making gender trans people meant to serve them and all of them our lives are being available around the human being. And what I'm not saying is here is all in what we are feeling and what we are experiencing our people. I serve this country. And so I need y'all to really think about how it would be like word dignity stripped away from you.
Hello, hello. It's not on. Hello, hello. It's not on. That's what it is.
Good morning, what would you like to speak to?
General comment.
Okay, 1 minute, go ahead.
My name is Bowie St. Carr. I am a commissioner from the Transgender Advisory Council, but today I stand as a representative of the trans community of the city of Los Angeles. And I bring at your attention. Today, there's a resolution being forwarded by Councilman Geraldo. And tonight, you have the opportunity to save thousands of lives as a result of this resolution. I am somebody who has lived with suicidal ideation my entire life. I've made several attempts on my life, and the only reason I am standing and speaking and representing your city is because of life-saving healthcare together for care. The lack of Medicaid for these youth is going to cost lives. This city's month is LA for me. And RFK is supposed to say cut Medicaid funding makes this city LA for sun, LA for the elite, LA for the wealth, and not LA for my community. If you stand against Councilman Geraldo, you stand with my community. Thank you.
You can tell me that, then go first.
Before the next speaker begins, I'll call up a few more names. Bebe, Smoking Can, Maria Vasquez, and Pine. Good morning, what would you like to speak to? I, with, 260295. So, okay, so 1 minute for general public comment. Go ahead. Everybody is script house. Don't. Script house. The script house rules, Mr. Chairman. In 2018, it was assigned on site to script house. Despite knowing all their had no work out of the long-term public service of California. There are big arguments or big but evidence as to which is three takes balance. But doing it now, we use taxpayer money and their dollars to do the state to uncover exploratory evidence writing clouds in California. We use the 77 divisions. We have before to remove the protective order of the circuit court. Thank you. Speaker, this one.
Who? Me? Okay. Good morning. Yep, the usual. But
And I hope don't want to harm 17 through 56.
but I just want to let you know before that your sound system's really bad. Like it's really hard to hear. Okay. Okay. I want to start off with the fires, and like it seems like you guys are just trying to torture these poor people. Like you guys, took away their water. It was a whole disaster. Just let them build their houses. And no, you don't get to increase their your tax base because you guys created or allowed the conditions to continue to where they lost everything. So give them a break and let them rebuild. When it comes to the public safety items, I want to put that on hold, and for one reason only, because a couple weeks ago, when the council president, went to the police meeting, I actually came back here and was trying to tell him I agreed with a bunch of points that he was making. And no, but this is why I don't want it to be voted yes, okay? The one on the public, yeah, the one on the public grant for public, any of the public funding for there's a bunch of them.
That is the acceptance of a state homeland security program.
Yeah, that's public, yeah. I am. I am. I'm just saying.
You're only one. Go ahead.
Yeah, but I'm saying why I don't want it yet, because I think that if I'm trying to tell the council president that I agree with him, he should be listening. So he owes me an apology for not listening. And that is because then when I get an apology, you can move on. Okay, no, don't change me yet. But we all know that I bet Smoke and Scan will agree with me on that. Okay. Anyway, the next one I want to do is about the property abatements. I am so proud of my councilman over there, Mr. Nazarian, who's not listening as usual. No, there we go. Thank you, sir. He did a great job. Okay. In doing the abatement over in Varna. Okay. I wish that Count CD 13 would do the same because he's received many, many, many complaints, so many different complaints, probably more complaints than Mr. Nazarian got on Varna. Okay. And he does nothing. And the address for that, which I would like to see abated, is 4810 Sunset Boulevard, the Scientology building. He knows about all the complaints. And election years are coming, and sometimes elections have consequences. Okay. And I think Smoke and Scan will agree with me on that. Okay. And, the other than that, I guess we could just go to public comment. All right. Well, first of all, I owe Smoke and Scan an apology. He accidentally got, a comment got erased by accident. It happens. But I am so glad that Smoke and Scan is here because he shows, and he probably has better volume and better, the mic's probably working better on his. This is my public comment. You better pause my time, sir. It is. Okay. Anyway. Okay. So my point is, okay, but you're cutting my time off. Okay, so what I am asking you guys to do is to stop giving Scientology and allowing these permits. Mr. Soto Martinez, please do your job. You are too supportive of them. You're not doing enough. And I'm wondering if your competitors for this election will listen to us and hear us. Because there's so much of a nuisance. There's so many times that we've come to you and to the city, and you just like step back and just like, okay, whatever, it's not my problem. It is your problem. There's a lot of stuff, abuse, all kinds of abuse, pyramid abuse, human abuse. We've been coming to you over and over again. And give the CAO a break. You guys are too hard on him. Thank you. Thanks. I'm out of here. Thanks. Thank you. Hello. I'm out of here.
You'll have one of the items and one.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Me. Okay.
Well, let me say this, you can't delete it, and the first you have the contact in the system, you can't typically.
The heck? Was that 1028? So, 1028 is this way. I was about to say, but I didn't know if that was, I was about to say who does your sound, the unskilled labor of Scientology. Oh, 311 1028. There we go. Oh, this is where 311 is. Okay. It doesn't look like he could go in there because I'm gonna look for the person I'm looking for, but I'm not gonna do anything.
Your options change from case to case, so how this looks for potholes may not look the same for tree killing or tree down. So make sure you pay attention to the details in there.
They're in there like she keeps going back and forth. Oh, I don't see where they are. Oh wow, Vern, thank you. That's another. I see them out there, but they're not as obnoxious when they just kind of like if you come to them, at least from what I've seen, like out in the street. of, at least with the, like, I don't know if you ever seen, like, how they take over the whole entire block when they do the Dianetics. Let's see. Oh, here's some coupons. Lemon chicken, 50% off of any plate when you purchase the same or greater value plate. Okay, Laura, we'll have to do lunch here. Gotta take a coupon. I don't know. I'm like, oh, raffle tickets. Did you? I haven't seen it. I'm still watching it. Like I'm rewatching all of it because I used to watch it, but now I'm rewatching all of it. What season was it in? And how I'm curious how you got out. And do they do the same thing that Scientology does, like try to make your life a living hell and try to destroy you if you leave? Or okay, season three. That yeah, I'm just starting season three. Interesting. I don't know if I'm not gonna. Just, I feel weird because I don't see anyone in here, and I don't feel like I should hit the buzzard. Okay, I'm just gonna call it a wash. I'll bump into her later. Oh, okay, here we go. Yeah, I think I should go before I leave. Hit the ladies' room. I think it's up here. So then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it on pause because I mean I'm not gonna do anything out else, so maybe I could just get off now. But I do want to go check out the little get my strawberries and stuff. So we could show you guys if you want to stick around for the little farmer's market if I can find the freaking bathroom. This floor is so confusing. It's so hard to find your way. But I will look up I'm curious to see what they said. They make this it's like a freaking maze. I know there's a bathroom, but this is my 10th floor. I like this. It's my favorite bathroom here. I know, me neither. I don't like it, but it makes you feel anxious because like you don't know where you're going. Like there's no like all the exit signs point the wrong way. There's no like directions, like, you know, go here to the elevator. I'm gonna go down. See, it doesn't right. It's like nothing. This is like I don't think I could take that elevator. I just want a freaking bathroom. Oh, you know what? Oh no, never mind. You know what it is? I'm in a different I'm not in the regular city hall. That's why it looks so weird to me. Okay, I'm not I can't probably that their bathroom's locked. All right. Just have to let that go. I'd have to go in the other building. Do they? Yeah, no, I would go after I know they have a bad reputation here too. Yeah, this is the other this is the I hate this building. This is the East building. And I don't know. This is even way more confusing than the regular city. I don't know who designed this stuff. Like I'm telling you, like I think they were um okay, I remember you had to take the two to the two floor to get it out, which sounds weird. You know how I feel about elevators. So I already know about that. Exactly. Yeah, yeah, that's a good one, Rika, because there's not like and it doesn't let you know. Like it's the other building's bad enough, but this one's really bad. It's all City Hall. This is City Hall East. This is like where city attorney is, fire commission. I don't know what, well, 311, I found that out. I will just have to try to catch up with my friend later. Okay, we'll check out the little farmer's market. They have a popcorn. Okay. I'm glad I got before the mad rush for lunch. Might get a little something to eat. Get some breakfast. But we all know if anyone knows me, they know what I'm headed for first. Anyone hazard to guess what I'm headed for first? Hey, how are you doing? Good. It's good to see you. Okay, here we are. Oh, these look like very official people. Hello. How are you? Good. How about yourself? Do you have the graviolas or no? No. I missed them the other time. I couldn't get here.
Okay.
Wait, a couple weeks?
Yeah,
Okay, which is the reddest ones?
I'm very sweet.
But I like them really dark red. Like they're sweeter when they're dark red. Um, let me see. Look, guys, and I look delicious. Trying to see which ones. Because sometimes, like the yellow tip means they're like not quite ready yet. I think, yeah. Could they get rid of those two? Like the green. Like I don't like it with the green
Oh, yeah.
because they're not so sweet. Like, but yeah, thank you. I think I'll take that. Maybe some big juicy. Yeah, maybe that. No, that one has more green. I like the maybe. You think so? Was that good? Mm. Sorry, I'm so picky with my strawberries. Well, that one looks good. That small, that one box. Yeah, that looks good. But I want three.
Three.
Um, smells so good.
Nice. I'll see. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe for that one. But is that one bad?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, maybe that one's bad. I don't know. Thank you. Thank you. Can you put a couple of big ones, like big and juicy red? I'm sorry, 'cause I get so picky with it.
So the size, then that will be good.
Oh,
I don't like that idea.
okay, okay.
Red, I'm so good to do that.
These looks. Oh, the smells so good. Smells good.
Plastic bag?
Yes, please. Yeah.
Allah. Ay, dale, coche. Mira.
Is this you too?
Yeah.
Can I get like a big cucumber, like a really nice, good cucumber? No, like what's that one over there? Oh, it's zucchini. Oh, I'll take a big one, like a nice, big, good one. Yeah. Um, how much are your asparagus right now? Oh, no. Okay, I'll just leave it at that for now.
Beet and carrots, yeah. And one strawberry. Which one is good? That one?
Oh, wait a minute. Did it go? Okay. I forgot I have the Apple Pay. I could do. Thank you.
Thank you.
Smells so good. Can't wait to.
Hey.
I want to see if the city guy's here. Oh, yeah, that sounds good. Fresh cream. Wow. I love strawberries, especially the farm grown ones. Let's see if this is the city. The quiche guy is good too. I like the kind of could go for one of their little quiches. Espresso. Oh, do I want a quiche? No, because they're not hot right now. Yeah, I'm gonna watch that one. I'm curious to see a little bit more about what they like. I know they come around and I see them a lot with Oh my gosh, it smells so good. These strawberries, honey. I still have a lot of honey. Good morning. How are you? Good. Well, looks good. I need to get some beans. I Oh, look. Hi. A city employee or retiring by any chance? No, I just come here and bug the city people to do the bidding of the people. There you go. That's awesome. Have a good one. True. Who the Jehovah's Witnesses? Miriam. See, I don't know enough about it. I need to learn about that. So yeah, once we learn how to dismantle this cult, we'll handle the next one, man. What's this popcorn? I don't want popcorn. I might just.
Not here. Oh, that, okay.
I was getting. Oh, mango sticky rice. That sounds good. Hi. Good. How you doing? Oh, mango sticky rice sounds good. Where should I just go? Or pupusa sounds good. I- Or the street corn, or just one of this stuff to take home. I don't know. Yeah, it's high. I know. I just don't want to eat like a whole lot right now. Just like I want like not breakfast because I know breakfast is over, but mm, this one's really good. Figure out what I want. I get indecisive. Something 911 dispatcher said 911 might be here too. I guess. Well, it makes no, it's not. I know where it is. Well, maybe the out down here, but they have a valley one that's somewhere near. I think Elysian Park. What I want.
Petition to support the local fire department.
Can't make up my mind.
Good morning, ma'am.
Morning.
Sign the petition to help save our firefighters.
Well, how would it? What?
What is it gonna do?
Yeah.
Well, we're trying to get this on the ballot for midterm so they get the budget that's not cut or taken from them. So then they can hire firefighters, paramedically trained firefighters, new equipment, and all of that is supposed to cut the response time down.
Yeah. I think I may have signed it, but I'm not sure. But hold on, guys. This is
You did?
Okay.
Have a great.
All right, you too. Good luck with it. Thanks. All right, guys. I already signed it. Okay, here's the corn. Oh, roasted corn. I think I'm going to get an esquite. That actually sounds good to me right here. I've never had it here. I've had it, but not here. That's something small. Hi.
How you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. Thanks for asking.
I want to check one. I want to try your the corn in the cup, the esquite.
Okay, perfect. Do you want everything on it? I have mayo, butter, and chips.
Yes, and the powder. Stuff's so good. If I don't know if you don't live around here to get the oh man, they have the little street vendor.
Do you have a YouTube channel?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm streaming, so
that's
okay.
great.
I get like free advertisement because it's I take them after City Hall. We come grab lunch on Wednesdays. It's all in LA. What kind of algo frescas do you have today?
I do have watermelon and mango.
Oh,
Would you like to try one?
yeah. Can I try the mango?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. That's good. I'll take a small.
Yeah. Small one?
Mhm. That's good. Mango's the only fruit that warms you up. Yeah.
I like it. I like it. That's the one that I love the most. I don't know why. Like kind of yellowish berries. Those are the ones I like.
Yeah. So good.
A little bit more energetic.
Thank you.
All right, paying conference card.
Do you have Apple Pay?
Yeah, I did.
Thank you.
You need napkins or
Yes, please. Yeah. Oh, and a spoon, I guess. Thank you.
there and yeah.
Thank you.
All right, will be 17.75.
Okay. Hold on, guys.
Enjoy it.
Yeah.
Need a bag? Fine.
I think I'm just gonna go. Well, I'm gonna go over here. I think I'll be all right. Okay, guys. I have to figure out how to. You guys here? Okay. Well, at least we can get our seats.
Similar to San.
All right. Gonna go. All righty. It's gonna pull up here. Don't have to move any chairs. Okay, guys. Whoop. So, I don't know if you get this anywhere where you're at. This is the esquite. They forgot the chili powder, but it's all right. We won't hold it against them. So it's like the fresh roasted corn, and then they put like butter, mayo, and cheese on it. I haven't had one of these in a long time. They used to like before. Now you don't see them as much. The street vendors. You used to always see the street vendors. And you can even get it whole. They do the same thing, like whole corn on the cob. And you just eat it whole, but I think that'd be messier. So Let me put this up so I can follow chat. You can watch people walking down the street while I munch on some esquite and mango juice. Mm, it's so good. Do you guys have that where you are? Yeah, it is nice. It's a little nippy for me, but mango's a warming juice, so yeah, hopefully it'll warm me up. If not, I can get some coffee. But I love the farmers market, and I know it helps like local businesses. Oh, thank you. I like presumidal. I appreciate it. Yeah, just some fresh roasted corn, like street style. This is like street vendor stuff. So good. If anyone interesting walks by, man, this corn is so sweet. Oh, I don't know. That I just say, did I say he's done with it? I don't think he's like done. I mean, he still goes by there. I think that is more meaning like at the police meetings, he's back to being focused on like predator cops. But I still see him going by. But he's like like they were saying yesterday, this new crowd of kids, they kind of got it, they're doing all these, challenges and stuff. They're kind of like the next phase of protesting. And they're getting such huge numbers. Yeah, he's very focused on, especially this one cop that's like, he's really focused on the predatory, sexually predatory cops and stuff. But I know he still talks about Scientology and stuff. And I think he would still pop up at a protest. But he did his goal of shutting down, and they pretty much are shut down. Protesting at the test center at this point because they shut up, they shut down. They're not doing a whole lot of recruiting out of there. So more just for awareness. Darn it, chilly. I didn't bring my coat. But anyway, there's so much to talk about. There's the obvious stuff. I'd say keeping it civil. I'm up to a discussion about any of it. If there's any thoughts or comments about the most recent happenings in Scientology protesting. I'm gonna try to get. I'm trying to get Oh, she went live? Okay, then let's go raid, let's room raid her. I can get off. Okay, guys. I thank all my mods. I thank everyone for being here. Thank you for doing this with me. And let's go over there. That's really good advice, Haggis. All right. I'm gonna go, we'll go room raid and we'll let Nora. I've been streaming a long time. Be safe, everyone. Yes. I love you guys and thank you.